Rossville teachers, welcome to the first Venom Screencast. Today I want to talk about Google Chrome. So if you take a look up here, I've sent out some messages about this in the past. We need to log into Google Chrome in order to get the best use out of our web browser. It does a lot more than I think a lot of people realize. So mine says Marcus. If yours has a silhouette of a Head and Shoulders, you're not logged in. So click it and then log in with your Google information. The next thing it's going to ask you is if you want to link data. Now that's a question that you need to decide upon. If you click yes, that means that every device that you use Chrome on, all the information is going to be linked together. That might be good or bad depending on your preferences. I use it, I link the data. What that means is when I log onto my computer at home, I have all of the exact same extensions and all of the exact same bookmarks in my computer at home as well as at school. And for that matter, on my iPad and on my phone, because I've linked the data between all the devices. That also means that the history of those devices can be visible from anywhere when you're logged in. So for example, if I go up to the three buttons and go to history, what you will see is the entire history, not only from this computer that I'm on, but from my home computer, my wife's iMac, my iPad, and my phone. Okay, so again, it's a preference thing. If you don't want that to be the case for all of your devices where you use Chrome, then do not link data. So that's the first thing. Once you log into Chrome once, you don't have to constantly log in and out. Just do it one time and leave it open, and when you come back to school tomorrow, it'll be there and you'll be logged in. If you have been using Firefox or Internet Explorer, or as I like to call it, Internet Exploder, okay, then you're going to want to import your bookmarks if you've got a bunch of bookmarks in one of those other locations. So you will want to come to, wait for it, settings. So to get to settings in Chrome, I went to the three dots. And then here I'm signed in. We're going to talk about startup in a second, and you'll be able to import bookmarks shortly. So let's actually talk about startup. You have three options. Open the tab page, which would just be a blank page. Continue where you left off, meaning that if you leave a bunch of tabs open on your Chrome web browser tonight after school, and then you go home, your Chrome, if it's linked, will open up the exact same way. If it's not linked, then only the Chrome at school will open up the exact same way as you left it. I don't happen to use that. I like to clean up at the end of the day. But I do have open a specific page or set of pages, and I have that selected. And so if you click on that, you can add in the pages that you want your web browser to open up to. Themes, not a big deal. If you go down to advanced settings, there are some things that you might want to take a look at. You might just copy these into yours if they don't match up and then adjust accordingly based on your own preferences. I don't like reporting things to Google because you get a lot of pop-ups that are just annoying. But use a prediction service to load pages more quickly. Yep, fast is good. Use a prediction service to help complete searches in URLs. Yep, that makes things quicker for me. Protect me and my device from dangerous sites. Yes. And then enable autofill for web forms. This is great. What it does is it recognizes when you start typing your name in a form that you've done it before, and it'll remember it, so you just start typing it and hit enter and it'll fill out the rest of the form for you. Very much a good time saver there. A couple things that Chrome can do. If you're looking up at the top here at my bookmarks, or excuse me, my tabs, I've got a bunch, but I've got these two little itty bitty ones. And so in order to make yours small like that, you're going to right click on the tab and go to Pin tab. That makes the tab smaller, which is helpful just in creating more space if you are like me and have a bunch of tabs open. But it also literally pins it to Chrome, which means, again, if I shut this down and go home and come back here on Tuesday, when I open up Chrome again, it is going to open up with my morning to-do list for the library, my GoFundMe for Battle of the Books, and now my email. Okay, and then if I right-click it again and unpin it, then it's back to normal. So pinning is a great way to create some space and also customize how your browser opens up every morning. For those of you that get here and have to open 13 websites and do 12 logins every morning, that might save you a little bit of time. The bookmark bar is right here. Another thing to save space. Again, I've got a ton of bookmarks. Some of them don't have any text next to them. Okay, so how do I do that? So find one. This happens to be Star Reading, Star Math. So if I wanted to edit this bookmark, I would right-click it, go to Edit. Ooh. I can rename it, or I can get rid of it altogether. If I delete that, it's just going to give me the logo. Okay, so I'll rename it Star. And now I save it. Now that bookmark is just Renaissance Learning Star. But if you look here, you can see, boom, there's Twitter. I know what the Twitter logo looks like. I don't need it to say Twitter. I know what the YouTube logo looks like. I don't need it to say YouTube. So I can, again, create more space on my bookmarks bar. Again, for those of you that have a ton of bookmarks. You can see here I've already got a lot of bookmarks on the bar, but if I hit the side here, oh yeah, I've got a few more there too. Again, managing your bookmarks can be helpful. Last thing, super quick, in your browser, when you're logged in to Chrome, come over here to Apps and go to Webstore. Some of you guys I've talked to about this, and most everybody, when I show them this, if they've not seen it, they begin to do a small little happy dance and have a minor freak out. So this is like the iTunes store or the Android marketplace, but for your computer and for Chrome. So you can find extensions and apps. And so, for example, this is one that I was going to show you, Honey. So we're all teachers and educators, and we know what the struggle is like. So you come to the web store, you click on Honey, and you download it. What Honey does is it's a discount purchasing tool. So you install it, and there will be a logo up here. It's right here, little cursive H. What it does is when you're in a cart on a website where you're purchasing something, it automatically finds you discounts. So, for example, I'm at the Disney store shopping for, I don't know, my wife who's obsessed with Disney. So I go to my cart, and I've got some things here, maybe for my wife. She's big into the Haunted Mansion, and maybe my daughter. So Honey is up here, and now it's in color, which means it's paying attention. And so I can hit that, and then I can search for discounts, and it'll find the deepest of discounts for you, and it'll do it automatically within your cart. The other one that I really love, I'm an Amazon purchaser. This is the Battle of the Books cart. And you can see here in the prices, you can see these little logos that you won't have on yours at home. And it says best deal, best deal, best deal. What that means is Honey has searched all of Amazon, and it is confirming to me that I have added the best deal to my cart. Now, if I keep scrolling, I might find that maybe I don't have the best deal. Here we go. We were liars. There is a better deal out there. So if I hover over this, it says, here's what you've got. Here's the better deal. Do you want to swap? Yes, I do. I want to save that. So you hit that. It's going to swap that deal in for me. So that ensures that you get the absolute best and lowest price available at that time for that product. Now, as you know, and what you just saw there, prices change very, very quickly on Amazon. So you might find that if you don't capitalize on that discount immediately, it might change. And that's what happened with that little error on the last screen. So you want to save some money. See, it showed up again. And now it's just one little itty bitty bit. So you can always find the best deal. That'll save us all some money and some time. So take a look over the long weekend, log into Chrome, go to the web store, shop around, and see what you can find that you can use. And hope that helps.